Hello, kids. Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. I am your host, Fearless Floyd. I was told to say that a little bit slower, so I'm trying to talk slow. I've actually been on the phone for the last 8.5 hours or on a Zoom meeting. My voice is a little toasty. However, hopefully I've been doing some good. As always, you can reach me at TheFearlessFloydShow at yahoo.com. TheFearlessFloydShow at yahoo.com. I do my best to try to contact you guys and answer all your information that you request. I am bombarded daily, all day, with emails and texts and telegrams and phone calls, some anonymously, some unsolicited, some solicited. But it is what it is. I'm fortunate enough to be able to have this channel. I'm blessed and grateful. I actually have over 400 subscribers, which to me is freaking amazing. So I want to thank each and every one of you who watched this video, shared the video, liked the video, and have subscribed to my channel. Please leave a comment below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and that way you know when I put out new videos. And share. Pass this information along. Um, as always, there are things that I cannot express on YouTube that I can do individually. And then there are things that I am told that I can't tell anybody that are given to me in confidentiality. And for those of you who have reached out and expressed those little nuggets of gold or platinum or diamonds or just useful information that I cannot share, thank you very much. I will put them to good use as always. Turn them into something useful for everybody else, regardless of what that looks like. But just know that when you do reach out to me, everything is in confidentiality. I will ask permission to share your information, statements, or materials, whatever you send me. I don't just willy-nilly hand everything out to everybody on a silver platter. As always, I do not charge for anything that I do. Everything I do is free because I know what I hand out. If I give you $100, I'm going to get at least 10 of these back. That's how I look at it. Today's topic is going to be about something very important to everybody. Because everybody in the United States of America, or the United States Inc., whatever you want to consider or call it, is part of what I'm going to discuss tonight. And that is the Social Security Administration. Everybody's a part of it, whether you want to be or not. Because now, when you are birthed in the canal, in the pirate zone that they call hospitals, we know there are pirates in there. They will rape, pillage, and plunder. uh, you are assigned a Social Security number. Well, they don't actually assign it. They put the application in for you, regardless in all the paperwork, automatically at birth. That way you, like myself, when you reach, in your early teens, you'd go to they used to have Social Security administrative, like little satellite offices and strip centers, and you'd go there and, fill out your application and, sit back and wait, and boom, you get your Social Security card, and wow, I'm somebody now. I've got a Social Security number. But anyway, they do that all, it's pretty much automated now. And you're given that number whether or not you receive your card or your number within the first year of your birth. You already have a number at birth. As soon as your birth is registered with the kingdom that you don't really know about. So, what we're going to talk about is actually what is the Social Security Administration's trust that they have set up for you. So let's see. Let me do some little whoopie doing here for you guys. I'm just going to open a new document and then show you that. I'm going to make it simple for everybody. Oops, that didn't come through all the way. Should have had this set up, but I've been busy. So there we go. Kick that up a couple notches. Hold this for you guys. Center it. Give me just a second. Thank you for being patient. I know you guys are just live and die on every breath I take, right? I know I'm totally being facetious. Hopefully, you're independent and understand your status and standing. You don't need me around to tell you who you are, identify you. So let me blow these up a little bit. All right. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I should have had this stuff ready. But anyway, I was going to do another video, but I jumped off topic. So let me. All right. Here we go. Now I'm online. Here we go. Just like I said, Social Security Trust. And we're going to whip out the old Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition. This is a centennial edition. And we're going to look up words. Words have meaning. Words cast spells. And I already did this before, but I want to do it with Black's Law. I want to do it right in front of you. So let's see what it says here. The Social Security Act. Social Security Act. The definition on page 1390 of Black's Law 6th edition states federal legislation creating the Social Security Administration, Title 42 United States Codes annotated, Section 3000, or I'm sorry, 301 at sequetra, which means from thereafter. That's Latin, an abbreviated Latin term, actually. See also Federal Insurance Contributions Act. Okay, these freaking acts that they throw out there. So what I'm actually looking for is the word social right here. Actually, let me give me a highlighter on social. Okay, it doesn't have social per se, but it does have society. which is social. Society, an association or company of persons, generally unincorporated, united together by mutual consent in order to deliberate, determine, and act jointly for some common purpose. In a wider sense, the community or public, the people in general. There's a Gilmer versus Stone, United States Supreme Court case, and this is on a jump page. I'm on 1391 now. The term, quote, society, unquote, loss of which is revocable element in death action under general maritime law, embraces broad range of mutual benefits each family member receives from the other's continued existence, including love, affection, care, attention, companionship, comfort, and protection. Thus, widow, parent, brother, sister, or child may be compensated for loss of society. Consolidated Machines Incorporated versus Protein Products Incorporated out of the DC, Florida Federal Supplement. So that'd be the District Court in Florida. It's a federal supplement issue, first series. Within rule that husband is entitled to damages for loss of wife's quote society unquote through wrongful injury means such capacities for usefulness, aid, and comfort as a wife as she possessed at the time of the injuries. Okay, I know I'm not very smooth, but as you can hear it in my voice, I'm a little rusty. Hmm, taking tea, warm tea actually. So anyway, so we've talked about social. So let's talk about security, which is not very far from where I'm at. So I'm gonna whip out my highlighter, start highlighting these so I can readily find them in the future, which is always a good thing to do. Secundum, secured loan, securities. Here we go. This will be on page 1354. Securities, stocks, bonds, notes, convertible debentures, warrants, or other documents that represent a share in a company or a debt owed by a company or government entity. Evidences of obligation to pay money or of rights to participate in earnings and distribution of corporate assets. Instruments giving to their legal holders rights to money or other property. They are therefore instruments which have intrinsic value and are recognized and used as such in the regular channels of commerce. U.S. versus Canton, Court of Appeals, New York, Federal Reporter, second series. Okay. Then there, of course, there's the Securities Act of 1933, which everybody should know because that was in conjunction with the Bankruptcy Act and the Emergency Act as well. And then, of course, the Securities Exchange Act happened, right, 1934. So security, okay, security, right here. There's the word. See it right there? Security, protection, assurance, indemnification. The term is usually applied to an obligation, pledge, mortgage, deposit, lien, etc., given by a debtor in order to assure the payment or performance of his debt by furnishing the creditor with a resource to be used in case of failure in the principal obligation. Collateral given by a debtor to secure loan, document that indicates evidence of indebtedness. The name is also sometimes given to one who becomes surety or guarantor for another. Okay, I think we covered social and security, right? Well, I think it's that way because everything's reversed. If I point that way, I'm pointing off screen. If I'm pointing that way, I'm in reality pointing off screen, but I believe I'm pointing to the stuff in the center of the screen. So hopefully that's right. I'll see when I watch the video later. I was doing that the other day, and it was actually, I should have been going that way, but it is what it is. Some reason this mirrors incorrectly. Okay, so we obviously know what a trust is, right? But we can look it up so I can give you the lawful or legal definition just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Nobody has a preconceived notion or definition of what the term may be. Trust, a legal entity created by a grantor for the benefit of designated beneficiaries under the laws of the state and the valid trust instrument. The trustee holds a fiduciary responsibility to manage the trust's corpus assets, corpus, body, or corpse, and income for the economic benefit of all of the beneficiaries. A confidence reposed in one person who is termed trustee for the benefit of another, who is called the Sestuie K Trust. Y'all heard of that? Would be from the Sestuie KV Act of 1666. Could it? Could the two be connected? Oh. Respecting property which is held by the trustee for the benefit of the Sestuie K Trust. State X later writ versus Superior Court for Spokane, Washington, 10 Washington 2nd Series. So anyway, you get the gist of a trust, correct? Hopefully I've explained it well, and we have now gone over and we understand that Social Security Trust, established by the Social Security Act of 1933, which established the Social Security Administration, which was created because of the bankruptcy of the United States by and for the people of the United States, because the federal government of the United States deemed all of us incapable of handling our own affairs and saving money for a rainy day or for our future or for our retirement. So they established the Social Security Trust to be operated by the Social Security Administration, correct? All right. So what is the Social Security Trust, Fearless Floyd? Well, Fearless Floyd's going to tell you. Let's do it this way. Once I break it down, you'll get it. And then when I show you the evidence to back it up, your jaw's going to go, yeah, like a cartoon. Maybe your eyes will bulge out like 6 feet or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Social Security Trust. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Scroll. Oh, it's a trust. Okay, set up for the beneficiary of somebody or the benefits of somebody that contains securities so you can operate in society. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. There you go, folks. It's a trust full of securities so you can operate in society as the beneficiary. The problem is you haven't accessed that trust, have you? You've been paying into it when it's already there. You've been duped because your straw man is paying into something you already own. You're already the beneficiary, but you haven't established that to the powers that be that are currently the beneficiaries of your trust because you have not changed your status and standing. Am I correct? Am I wrong? Am I off? Leave a comment down below and tell me if I'm off or I'm onto something. Personally, I'm onto something. So here we go. Let's go next. Where are we headed, Fearless? Y'all come on, get in the car. I'm going to take y'all for a ride. Okay? Hopefully, it's a ride down Easy Street. So here we go. I already know I got to put that. Let me share my screen. Oh, there it is. All right. This is a what you would call um, a pre-qualified application for a credit card. Okay, this one just happens to be through a bank that I do not endorse by any means, and I actually should have just blanked this out. However, you know how I am. I like to give you the evidence in black and white, their stuff, so you have absolutely no grounds to contest anything that I say or do on my channel because, as always, I take the oath. I solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Okay? So now that we've cleared that up, we are on a roll. So let's roll, folks. I'm going to read this to you. So for all of you who do not like to watch my videos and you want to turn it on and play it and go do something else, but listen to it. And when you hear those dog whistles, you can come back and rewind it and replay it and actually look at what I'm showing you. Here I go. Quote, by continuing, I am affirming that I have read and agreed to the consent to electronic communications, confirming my acceptance to receive communications electronically, and I authorize that bank to obtain information, let me move this, information from consumer reporting agencies to determine if I am pre-qualified for credit. I understand that if pre-qualified, I will need to accept the credit offer and complete the application process. Please note you are limited to 4 pre-qualification attempts per day. After your 4th attempt, any future requests will not be accepted for the remainder of that day. Now, let me explain that, what that is. Let's say you're doing an application and you put in a incorrect social security number, or you put in your name incorrectly, or your address, or anything in that form that you made a mistake on, it will allow you to resubmit the form 4 times a day. Once you exceed that 4th submission, boom, you're cut off for the day. You have to reapply the next day. That's all it is. It's a 24-hour security prompt measure. Now, sorry, I meant to unquote, but we'll continue with the quote. Authorization for the Social Security Administration to disclose your Social Security number verification. I authorize the Social Security Administration, parentheses, SSA, close parentheses, to verify and disclose to SYNCB, which could be, and I need to research this, but you know what? Go look it up yourself. Could be a stock ticker for that particular entity. Okay, so let me get back to the quote. For the purpose of this transaction, whether the name, social security number, and date of birth I have submitted matches information in the SSA records. My consent is for a one-time validation within the next 90 days. And boom, you click it to see if you pre-qualify, and you just agree to this condition, okay, for this entity right here, okay, to let you know whether you're pre-qualified, not qualified, pre-qualified for credit. Your own freaking shit. Okay? No, I just can't make this stuff. All right. So I just showed you how they digitally, okay, get your consent to go into your Social Security Trust, which is a trust full of securities so you can operate in society that you have not yet become the beneficiary of because it's institutionalized, dumbed down, misinformed, ill trained. Yeah. And you're a corpse. Dead men tell no tales. Just saying. You never know. Okay. So I'm gonna put it all together for you. You're going like, okay, Floyd, yeah. Prove it. Show us in black and white that that's actually what's happening. Well, here we go. When you click that button, this is what they do. They go behind the scene and they fill out a form. And by filling out that form, you authorize them to do something. You gave them a power of attorney, whether you realize it or not. It doesn't say that, but you did. Okay? You agreed to it. It's called an adhesion contract. Look up at it. You know, Fearless. What's an adhesion contract? God damn it. That dude's throwing shit at us we can't even keep up with. Right? And I don't mean to do that. I mean, I can give you my own definition of what an adhesion contract is because I actually was going to write a book on contracts when I was in prison. I had it all outlined, put together, and page numbers. And of course, when they took my property and stole it from me, uh, yeah, they took that too. Um, add more. Add journal. One too far. Hawk adhesion. Adhesion contract. Right here. Page 40. Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition. Adhesion contract. Standardized contract form offered to consumers of goods and services on essentially, quote, take it or leave it, unquote, basis without affording consumer realistic opportunity to bargain and under such conditions that consumer cannot obtain desired product or services except by acquiescing informed contract. Distinctive feature of adhesion contract is that weaker party has no realistic choice as to its terms. Okay? Pretty much what I just told you. To make it real simple so you can always remember it, an adhesion contract favors one party over the other. End of story. Go to T-Mobile, go to Verizon. I'm not endorsing any of these companies by any means. You go get you a cell phone contract, you're signing an adhesion contract. You want to go get electricity, you're signing an adhesion contract. You go in to buy a car, you're signing an adhesion contract. And you do it out of ignorance. Illiteracy, I could say. Because you can't read. Please read. It's fundamental. Once you read, you learn everything. So, Fearless, where's that shit you were talking about? Where's it at? Well, as they say, here comes the boom, motherfucker. You ready? Well, I'm ready. Let me find it. Well, let me pull it up. Now we're cooking in chicken fat. For those of you with eyes to see, ears to hear, and intelligence to learn, this is an SSA 89 form from the Social Security Administration issued by the Office of Management and Budget. Authorization for the Social Security Administration to release Social Security number verification, your printed name, your date of birth, your Social Security number. Those are the first three main things they ask you on any credit application. The reason for authorizing consent? check the box. To apply for a mortgage, to open a bank account, to apply for a credit card, to apply for a loan, to open a retirement account, to apply for a job, to meet a licensing requirement, or other. What could other be? Other could be freaking anything. This is what you're allowing them to do. This is what they're doing behind the scenes, behind your freaking back. Right here. Name and address of company's agent, if applicable. Okay, yeah. John Henry Doe, address 1313 Mockingbird Lane. This consent is valid for, what would they tell you? 90 days? Signature. Okay? And who's signing it? Freaking agent. Why? Because you gave him power of attorney. This is what these folks are doing behind the scenes. Okay? Right there. What does that say? All right. Let me read that for those of you who don't have eyes to see and ears to hear. Hear me now. For ignorance you shall perish. Remember that. For example, where author, Fearless, start at the beginning. Okay. Privacy Act statement collection and use of personal information. Sections 205A and 1106 of the Social Security Act, as amended, allow us to collect this information. Furnishing us this information is voluntary. However, failing to provide all or part of the information may prevent us from releasing information to a designated company or company's agent. We will use the information to verify your name and social security number. In addition, we may share this information in accordance with the Privacy Act and other federal laws. I hope you guys have read all 50 titles, right? Like, who can the hell read all that? That changes daily. Whew. Okay. For example, where authorized, we may use and disclose this information in computer matching programs. Right there. Computer matching programs. That is, my dear friends, artificial intelligence. That is your quantum computing. That's why they give you these forms. That's why they go through the Office of Management and Budget. Okay? Because these forms are created, they have specific areas to mark them, and they are scanned because no human does this shit. Okay? With a computer matching program in which our records are compared with other records to establish or verify a person's eligibility for federal benefit programs or for repayment of incorrect or delinquent debts under these programs. A list of routine uses is available in our Privacy Act System of Records Notice, SORN 60-0058, entitled Master Files of SSN Holders and SSN Applications. Yeah. You heard it here first. Fearless Floyd leading you on the fucking path to glory. Here I am, folks. Once again, out front, leading the way. Remember that. Take that to the bank. I don't know how much money it's going to get you or credit on account, but, is what it is. Anyway, additional information and a full listing of all our SORNs are available on our website. Here it is, right here is the link. Okay? Has Fearless gone there yet? No. Fearless just got this information. But I'm going to show you guys something else that absolutely proved my point. Okay? Notice the number holder. The company and or its agent have entered into an agreement with the Social Security Administration that, among other things, includes restrictions on the further use and disclosure of the Social Security Administration's verification of your Social Security number. To view a copy of the entire model agreement, visit ssa.gov/. You can read it. If you didn't say it, I'm going to say it for you. Holy shit, Batman. Right? That would be batshit. Because this is fucking batshit crazy. Right? All right. Here we go. Let me go find it. Of course, I got a gazillion shit opened up. So I got to go through 5 tabs and 5 browser openings that have probably over a dozen tabs each. And each one, find what I'm looking for. Oh, it was right next door. Mm-hmm. This shit's fucking amazing. Public laws and private laws. Don't commingle the two. Just reach right around and slap the shit out of Robin. Okay? National Archives Records Administration. Public and private laws are also known as slip laws. A slip law is an official publication of the law and is competent evidence admissible in all state and federal courts and tribunals of the United States. Public laws affect society as a whole, while private laws affect an individual, family, or small group. After the president signs a bill into law, it is delivered to the office of the Federal Register. National Archives and Records Administration. Where is it assigned a law number? Legal statutory citation, public laws only, and prepared for publication as a slip law. Private laws receive their legal statutory citations when they are published in the United States statutes at large. So, where do you want to be? You want to be in the statutes at large? Or do you want to be in the Federal Register? Okay? I know. The adventure. It's an adventure, right? You don't think twice about getting in the car with Fearless Floyd. I'm sorry, kids, man. This is amazing stuff. Freaking amazing. Okay? Because I connect the dots, man. That's what this is all about. Research, 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 connect dots, connect dots. And something else. Oh, yeah, I reduced this down earlier when I was showing it to some friends or associates, whatever you want to call them. There, 125. That's good. Okay, here we go. You ready? Put your seatbelt on. All right. National Archives and Records Administration, 1985. And we're going to, this little over here, I'm going to blow that up for you guys. Authenticated U.S. Government Information, GPO, Government Printing Office, for those of you who are not enlightened, educated, and well researched. Okay, we'll bump it up to 125. Let me center it for you. And literary scripta minute. I'd like to decipher that. This is the Federal Registrar. This is from volume 79, number 238, Thursday, December 11th, 2014. Office of the Federal Registrar. This is pages 73,461 through 73,800. Okay, has anybody got time to sit there and read 73 or 74,000 fucking pages? Really? This is what your government looks like. This is what our government looks like. A fucking smorgasbord of fucking information that nobody can fucking read, keep up with, digest, understand. This is a ridiculously stupid government that we created. We the fucking people. This is our doing, okay? And it's going to be our undoing. Absolutely. Okay? So I stumbled onto this. Seriously, stumbled onto this before I got that information that I just showed you with the SSA 89 form, and before I got the text from my buddy showing me that bank adhesion contract. Okay, this thing's published daily, Monday through Friday, except official holidays, by the Office of the Federal Register, National Archives Records Administration, Washington D.C. Okay, so obviously you cannot keep the fuck up with this shit. So, I'm looking at this and going, okay, what the fuck did I find? What am I looking at? What is this? Because I definitely can't read all those fucking pages. I don't have time. I mean, you can get this online bookstore. I mean, seriously. Contents. Agriculture. I mean, it just goes by employee benefits, Social Security Administration. Okay. Commerce Department, EPA, Defense Department, Drug Enforcement Administration. You know, every time they do something, they publish it in here. So there's a record of it. You can see FEMA, FEC, Food and Drug Administration, Fish and Wildlife, Land Management Bureau, Health and Human Services, Department of Homeland Security, National Institute of Health, it just goes on and on and on. Securities Exchange Administration, Small Business Administration, State Department, CFR parts affected in this issue. And it breaks it down. It tells you what happened with those different agencies and departments and divisions, et cetera, et cetera. And this is what Code of Federal Regulations that was affected. And it tells you what page number. Okay. Proposed rules, blah, 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 blah. And it happened on this page. Okay. So, I'm digging through this thing. Well, I think this is the one. And I may have, this actually may not be the one I'm looking for. Now that you see it, you kind of get a gist of it. And I don't think. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong tab. Y'all can strangle me when you see me. Here we go. There's that little seal that I showed you that's authenticated government notice. This one's from Friday, July 5th, 2013. Okay. Notice of renewal of an existing computer matching program that will expire September 10th, 2013. In accordance with the provisions of the Privacy Act as amended, this notice announces a renewal of an existing computer matching program that we are currently conducting internally. That's a summary. Dates, Office of Management and Budget, probably the most powerful federal department, agency, division, whatever you want to call it, in the federal government. More power than the executive office, the judicial office, legislative offices, IRS, Treasury, because they set the standards how all of them can operate. So, supplementary information, general, the Computer Matching and Privacy Protection Act of 1988, Public Law 100 through 503, amended the Privacy Act, Title 5 U.S.C. 552A, which is the Privacy Act statute, by describing the conditions under which computer matching involving the federal government could be performed and adding certain protections for persons applying for and receiving federal benefits. Okay. And you see, this says persons right there, persons, which can be an individual, corporation, association, organization, credit union, or I'm sorry, not credit union. I misspoke. Union. Okay. So anyway, that's what this is, and then it goes back up here. Uh, Published notice of the computer matching program in the Federal Register, furnished detailed reports about the matching programs to Congress and the Office of Management and Budget. See, told you how powerful they were. Notify applicants and beneficiaries of that their records are subject to matching and verify match findings before reducing, suspending, terminating, or denying person benefits or payments. Okay. When have you ever seen records of any of this about some computer matching? This was probably the first time in your life you've seen factual evidence with your own freaking eyes with a government document that shows you that there's a computer matching program out there. That's the quantum computing system, this Q thing that they've been talking about. And it is artificial intelligence. They've had it for decades. Okay. Decades. This ain't nothing new. Okay. Because this is 2013. Okay. 9 years ago. And they're telling you about it. So they've had it quite a while. Is it released to the public? No, because this is all black shit, DARPA, all that stuff. So, participating agency, Social Security Administration, purpose of the matching program. This computer matching agreement establishes terms, conditions, safeguards under which we will compare federal personnel / payroll system records of current Social Security employees with the records of disability income, Social Security disability income, supplemental security income, beneficiaries and recipients through a periodic computerized comparison of records. We will use this information to verify employees' self-certification statements of income in order to ensure against DI and SSI overpayments. Basically, overpayments and fraud. Okay. So what happens when you send information with one form and it goes through the quantum computer matching software, and then you send another one with some different information on it through some other entity, like you may be applying for credit or a home loan or something like that. This quantum computer matches that shit up. And if it doesn't gel, boom, it sends up a red flag. It spits that shit out the side door into the lap of some administrative assistant, and they take it and look at it and go, oh, we got to do an investigation. Hello, Mr. Tarvin, we seem to have a problem with your Social Security Administration. Can we set up an appointment for you to come in and we can talk to you? Okay. Or they send you a letter in the mail, one or the other. All right, authority for conducting it. There it is, Section 1631F of the Social Security Act. Social Security Act. Wow, that was established in when? 1933, kids. All right. This agreement is subject to the Privacy Act. We've already gone over that. Da, 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 da. Categories of records and persons covered by the matching program. The data elements included in the match file are number 1, Social Security number. Number 2, the Social Security number ID. -T16, whatever the hell that is. Number 3, current and separated employees. Number 4, your name. Okay? Because your name's not important. The important thing is your Social Security number, your trust, because it has your security so you can operate in society as a beneficiary. So, correct your status. The date of birth, the initial date of SSA employment component, work schedule, full part-time, blah, 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 just goes on and on. So, does this have any relevancy to this whole thing that we're doing or anything like that? Maybe. I don't know. My point of bringing this to your attention is that this exists. It's there. You just see it with your own freaking eyes. This is a thing, and it's happening. And there's such thing as your individual master file. So when this computer matching thing pops up, it clearly tells me that the IRS, the Social Security Administration, are all in the same computing system, have the same quantum computer matching software as you're reading about, and your information goes in there, and that's why it's shared department agency wide. How I can testify to that is through this shit. Stop share. You'll see this? Certificate of service. What's that stamp say? Okay. You see this? You can't go get these anywhere. You got to make an appointment. You got to go in and actually talk to somebody and get them to stamp this, which I did here in Houston. So that's my bona fides that I actually did it. And you see, I have my little, put my embossing over it. That's my bona fides, folks, that I went in, I talked to an agent, and I submitted this package to the IRS on record. And the agent explained to me, she said, "What are you trying to do?" I said, "Correct my status." She goes, "Well, didn't you do this through the Social Security Administration?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, it would be redundant to do it here because when you file anything into any federal government agency or department, it's nationwide. They all get it." Ding, 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 ding. Bells are going off in my head when I hear that. And it tells me that what I just showed you, the computer matching software, that was a thing. It existed, but I didn't have any proof. It was just a theory in my head. However, I just put the dots together, connected everything, put the puzzle in front of you. Boom, there's the picture. I showed you black and white. So, moral of the story is we all have a Social Security trust that is a trust established by the federal government that contains securities so we can use them in society to pay our debt to society. Okay, words have meaning. That's the beneficiary. Got it? You understand that? I hope so. I hope I taught you something. I hope I piqued your intellectual curiosity so you can pursue what I've presented and learn on your own and go get what's yours and correct your status and standing and know who you are. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. You can always reach me at TheFearlessFloydShow at yahoo.com. Try to answer every question that I get or help you in any way that I can. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put out these new videos because you want the information and you want it clean and you want it free and you want it presented in honor, good faith, with clean hands. Correct? Under oath, even. Who's doing that? Okay. So share the video with your friends, your family, anybody that you want. Please, please, please. Okay. Because I'm trying to break 1,000 subscribers. Because once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I can just post on YouTube. I can do surveys. I can do polls. I can do announcements. Currently, while I'm at just above 400, I can't do that. I'm limited to what I can do. So I'm trying to reach out there and get that. And if you can help me out, hey man, that'd be great. I really would appreciate it. And as I've told you before, I'm very grateful. I'm thankful for everybody who watches my videos, for all you guys who email me, leave comments below, who call me anonymously on the phone, who reach out for help and assistance, and I do the best I can. I'm not Mr. Know-it-all. I don't have the answers to everything, and you're not going to get if you're looking for somebody to blow smoke up your ass, you're talking to the wrong guy. If you're looking for somebody to tell you what you want to hear, you're talking to the wrong guy. If you're looking for somebody that's going to give you a process that could or maybe might work, I'm not that guy. Okay. I try to show you guys everything in black and white. And I hope that you can appreciate the time and effort that I put in to do this for you guys so you can be educated. So when you walk the path of righteousness and high spirituality, so you can ascend and you understand what's going on and who you are, that you are the king or queen of your own kingdom or queendom or however you want to do it, your estate, that you honor that and that in your pursuit and your path in this process that you do walk in honor, good faith, and with clean hands at all times. Because that's all I'm about. That's all the people that I want to communicate with and put in my circle. Those type of people. If you're a liar, cheater, con artist, scam artist, selling your shit for profit that you're not putting to good use or any kind of charitable um, entity, you know, this isn't a hustle for me. This is part of my life. This is what I am. This is what I do. And I take my time, my energy, my motivation, my eagerness to present this to you guys so you don't fall in some of the traps that I've fallen in my life. Uh, any of you guys, have something you want me to look at, send it to me, email it to me. Um, I don't have time to look at everything. So if it's inconsequential or I've covered it in my videos, I'm just going to toss it aside. Uh, Nothing personal, okay? And it's not business, but I don't have time. I really don't. Time is precious. It's one thing you can't get back. Once it's exhausted or you've utilized it on somebody, you ain't getting it back. So I try to be judicious as I can with my time. I try to be generous as well. Sometimes I'm overly generous in when I shouldn't be. So for all you guys out there, man, I really appreciate it again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned something again. And everybody be safe. And may 2022, man, be the freaking best year of your entire life. Yeah, I'm blessing everybody with that. Thanks again for watching the video. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd. Have a good night.